Good evening and welcome to the March 18, 2024 meeting of the City of Tuscaloosa Planning and Zoning Commission. This meeting allows for alternate participation in order to accommodate all citizens. Any written comments sent to staff were forwarded to the commission directly. This time I'd introduce staff. We have Jimbo Woodson, Deputy City Attorney, Mike Garner, City Engineer, Zach Pons, Director of Planning, Haley Webb, Development Review Coordinator, and Lily McIntyre, Special Projects Coordinator. There are 9 members of the Planning Commission, all of whom are appointed by the mayor for staggered terms with the exception of the City Council representative, who is appointed by the City Council. I ask commission members to introduce themselves and state their occupation, starting with Mr. Rumsey.
Stephen Rumsey, business owner.
Dina Prince, attorney.
John Smith, Deputy Director, Environmental Services.
Tim Harrison, General Contractor.
Ann Hornsby, attorney.
Vince Dooley, architectural designer for the University of Alabama.
Eddie Pugh, retired.
Bill Wright, business owner. There are sign-up sheets outside for public comment. 4 speakers are allowed to speak in favor of a petition, and 4 speakers are allowed to speak in opposition of a petition. All speakers will have a maximum of 5 minutes unless the commission votes to allow a longer time. Procedures. The commission will take up items in order of our final agenda. The commission will initially receive a presentation from the staff as to the details of the agenda item. Additionally, we may hear certain matters involving the same property, such as an annexation and a zoning matter concurrently, although we will take separate votes on each matter involving the same property. After the staff presentation, it will then call upon the petitioner to present their case. The petitioner will have a maximum of 10 minutes unless the commission votes to allow a longer time. At the conclusion of the petitioner's remarks, we'll then call on any other party in order of sign up or otherwise who desires to support the petition, and thereafter we'll call in order those signed up or those opposed to the petition. When it's your turn for comment, please introduce yourself, stating your name and address to the commission for the record. Let's see here. After receiving the remarks of those who oppose the petition will have the opportunity to respond to the objections. Any rebuttal will be limited to 2 minutes unless the commission votes to allow a longer time. If the petitioner presents any new information in response to the objections, we will allow those who oppose the opportunity to respond to the new information only. Any response may be limited to 2 minutes unless the commission votes to allow a longer time. During the course of this presentation, you may be interrupted by any member of the commission for clarification or additional information. Such interruptions will not reduce your allowed time limit. Once the commission members are satisfied they've received all relevant information, we'll then close further discussion by the public, at which time the commission members will discuss the matter and then vote. After the vote, you are free to leave. These proceedings are video recorded and broadcast live. All in-person public comments should be made at the podium into the microphone. Comments made by phone or virtual are video recorded through the conferencing application. So again, please first state your name and address for the record. Jurisdiction. In all matters pertaining to subdivision regulations, approval of subdivisions within the city and its planning jurisdiction, and as to amendments, planned unit developments, and located outside the city limits, this commission serves as the final authority. As to matters pertaining to historic buffer zone construction, our decision is subject to appeal to the City Council. As to all remaining agenda matters, including original zonings, rezonings, planned unit developments within the city, and street vacation, this commission serves as a recommending body to the City Council. In that regard, our decisions are in the form of a recommendation to be presented to the City Council, and the City Council will make the final decision on those matters. Subdivision approvals require the affirmative vote of 6 members of the Planning Commission. All matters which are recommendations to the City Council require a majority vote for an affirmative recommendation. At this time, I would ask, do any members of the Commission have any conflicts of interest as to any agenda matters before us tonight? If so, please state for the record. Okay. I would ask the staff to confirm on the record that proper notice has been given to all parties in interest as required by law as to all matters before the Commission tonight.
It has.
All right, one thing to our change of our agenda, commissioners, is this. There's been a change to the agenda or modification of the agenda for tonight. So in that, we have preliminary plat S-1424, which will be moved from cases to be heard to cases to be withdrawn. In this, I have to take a verbal vote to approve that. So do I hear a motion, a second, to move this item on the agenda? All those-
Motion. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, ayes have it. Okay. With that, we'll begin with approval of the minutes. As the Planning and Zoning Commission has received the synopsis of the February 2024 meeting, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the same unless there are any additions, deletions, or corrections. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, minutes are approved.
Good evening, Commission. We do have one item on our consent agenda. As of now, we did not have anyone sign up to speak for or against, and the petitioner is here in person if you had any questions.
Any questions for the petitioner? Okay, I move that we, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda say aye. Aye. Those opposed, ayes have it.
Okay, and now we do have one case that is requesting to withdraw that we just moved on the agenda, and I will have that petitioner come and make that request.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Marty Montgomery, Hinkle Land Survey, would like to withdraw this subdivision tonight. They no longer want to do the subdivision.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Commission, we have a withdrawal request for S-1424, Hills Addition to Hope. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, ayes have it.
Okay, Commission, we do have two cases that are requesting to continue, and there is a petitioner here to make that request.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, I'm Michael McGuire with Gonzalez Strength. We're just requesting to continue both of those items, just have a scheduling issue is all.
Staff, did anyone sign up to speak for or against this? Anyone care to speak for or against it? We do allow the public that did make a trip here to make a comment. So if anyone's here for that, for these items, please come forward if you want to. Okay, having heard none. Commission, before us, we have a continuous request for AN 0224 and Z 0324. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, ayes have it.
All right, jumping into our cases to be heard, we'll start with a companion case. So we're looking at companion case A. We'll begin with the subdivision, which is S0924 EBC property. This is consisting of two lots on approximately 6.57 acres located at 4612 Rice Mine Road Northeast, and this is in Council District 3. Here's a vicinity map. We're near the intersection of Old Colony Road and Rice Mine Road. It's the existing Emmanuel Baptist Church site, right next to Taco Casa. Here's that aerial overview. The property is one lot today. They're proposing to make that two. Looking at the bottom right hand, they're parceling out about an acre, and they are not requesting any variances. Moving into the rezoning, they would like to rezone that 1 acre parcel. Again, still located at 4612 Rice Mine Road Northeast. They would like to rezone that from R1 to BN. And again, we are in the same location at Old Colony and Rice Mine Road, right across from Commons North Loop. Here is the existing zoning. It's all R1 today. And here is that property. It's the existing parish house. Looking at our surroundings right across the street, you've got the Chevron, Alabama One, drive-through credit union, and Taco Casa to the south. They are requesting this rezoning to allow for a drive-through quick service restaurant. And here is a site plan showing what that could and would look like. Again, this is to go from R1 to BN along Rice Mine Road Northeast. And looking at framework, this does conform to the plan. This has been identified as neighborhood commercial, or I'm sorry, limited commercial. And here's that future land use that matches most of Rice Mine except for the more intense commercial corridor closer towards the intersection of Rice Mine and Old Colony. And here are those permitted uses within BN. Do you have any questions for staff?
Nope, thank you. Petitioner,
Good evening, Commission. Eric Hamner with TTL, 3516 Greensboro Avenue, Tuscaloosa. Here representing RJ Development and Emmanuel Baptist Church on this re-subdivision and rezoning. Trying to cut out one lot, rezone it for a quick-serve restaurant. As I said, at this time, I really, if y'all have any questions about the project.
any questions for petitioner?
What's the restaurant?
A national coffee chain, let's put it that way.
Any other questions for petitioner? Thank you. Anyone care to? Okay, does anyone in the audience care to speak for or against these petition requests? Okay, haven't heard none, we'll close. Anybody from the commission have any comments or questions of staff? All right. With that being said, should we take up the subdivision first? Before, yeah. All right, commission, before us we have S0924, the EBC property consists of 2 lots. Do I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Mr. Rumsey?
Yes.
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 Yes? Yes.
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 Yes, motion approved. Commission, before us we have a rezoning request of Z0224, requesting to rezone 1.08 acres R1 to BN. Do I have a motion and a second?
Motion to approve.
Ms. Hornsby?
Yes?
Yes.
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 Yes, motion approved.
All right, jumping into our preliminary plats. Excuse me. We have S1024 Parkside Apartments. This is being a resurvey of lots 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and 11 of Foster Christian Edition. It's consisting of 6 townhome lots and 1 additional lot on approximately 0.57 acres, and this is located at 600 Kicker Road in Council District 5. Here's the vicinity map. We are over towards Alberta, just right across from J.C. Park. Here's an aerial overview. You all saw this subdivision a couple of years ago. It has since expired. This was a rezoning subdivision case. Rezoning went through, subdivision has since expired, so they are back with the same plan. This is for 6 townhome lots, and that additional lot 7, or that lot 7 will carry the additional parking. There's 1 variance request for this. They're requesting half-street improvements along Kicker Road. Other than that, do you have any questions for staff?
Assuming we approved it with the same variance request last time as well?
Yeah.
Is there a petitioner?
Mike Hicks, with Herndon Hicks Associates, here on behalf of the developer. Like she said, it's basically the same thing. There's a little difference. The buildings will be a little larger than the one for, which is why there are only 6 lots where we had 8 previously. But other than that, it's basically the same layout.
Any questions for the petitioner?
Yes. There's a typical ground floor and upper floor on the bottom that got cut off there, but the floor plans are on the. Yes. Right, and then the overflow will be on lot 7.
Do you have any conceptual drawings?
Excuse me?
Any conceptual drawings of the development? Any renderings?
No, not any renderings, we've got the floor plan.
Okay,
We had the renderings last time?
okay.
They're just subdividing and asking for half-street improvements, a variance from half-street improvements.
So they are dedicating the additional right-of-way that the roadway designation requires. But we're okay with the waiver of the half-street improvements for this short segment.
Any additional questions for petitioner?
Can you just show the over picture from above one more time? Just trying to, I know I remember seeing it, but.
Any thoughts, comments, or questions? Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? Okay. Having heard none? All right, Commission, we have seen this property before. I have before us S1024, Parkside Apartments with one variance request of half-street improvements along Kicker Road. Engineering has no issues with. Do I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Rumsey?
Yes.
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 Yes, motion approved.
All right, next case, we have S1124. This is the Bostic Berry subdivision. It's a resurvey of Lot 34, Legacy Point Phase 1A, and lots 35 and 36, Legacy Point Phase 1B. This is consisting of 2 residential lots on approximately 1.19 acres, and it's located at 10556 and 10572 Legacy Point Drive. And this is in Council District 3. Here's a vicinity map. We are far up north in the existing Legacy Point neighborhood off of 69 along the lake, looking at these 3 parcels going from 3 lots to 2. Here's the plat with contours and without. So the hashed line you see are the existing lot lines that will be removed, and that bolded one in the center is the new lot line. So 3 lots to 2, and with that, they're requesting a variance from lot configuration as well as lot size. Lots on the lake need to be minimum 1 acre. Today, they are all less than 1 acre, the 3 of them, so they are decreasing their nonconformity, but they still need to request a variance from lot size for that.
Engineering on the variance request.
So this development is on a private sanitary sewer system, and that was the reason these lots could be developed less than 1 acre when the planned unit development was conceived. So this is actually an advantage. There will be 1 less home with this subdivision.
Petitioner.
Mike Hicks with Hurd and Hicks Associates, here on behalf of the owners. Like she said, the owner of Lot 34 and 36 jointly purchased the lot between themselves and just want to split it up. That's all.
Any questions for petitioner? Just out of curiosity, you got here proposed lot 36A and 34A, so that's what's going to be the future lot numbers?
Yes. 34, it was 34 Phase 1A, now it's 34A. And Lot 35 will go away.
Yeah.
So we'll have 36A and 34A.
All right, just curious.
I put the A on it, it's a lot less confusing.
No, it's not, I promise you. I'm an A, it's not less confusing.
Yeah,
Any,
it's kind of a tight little lot, you didn't want to try to build on.
Anybody got a silly question for Mr.?
So there's
Dixon?
no improvements planned.
Right, just increasing the lot size.
Yeah.
Got it. Any further questions? Thank you. Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? All right, having heard none, bring back this variance request, please. Commissioner, we have before us S 1124, the Bostic Berry subdivision with 2 variance requests engineering has issues with. We have a motion and a second.
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Hornsby?
Yes?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
All right, next up, we have S 1324. This is the Bowman Young subdivision number 2, a resurvey of Lot 1 Bowman Young subdivision. This is consisting of 2 lots on approximately 37.69 acres located directly east of 4507 Eastdale Lane in Council District 5. Here's a vicinity map. We are south of I-20. We are east of Paul Bryant High School, and we will touch Wire Road just slightly with the northern connection there. So here is an aerial view of the property we'll be looking at. And here is a plat with contours and without. So again, this is a 2-lot subdivision. Looking at the left side of your screen, accessing from Eastern Hills Drive here. This will be the boundary, well, of the new lot. Roughly, not perfectly. So that is 1. And then looking at the eastern side, this is 2. So again, we have Wire Road connection here, bringing you down roughly around. So those will be the 2 lots. And with that, they are requesting a variance from lot configuration, a master plan, and a drainage study. So they own additional land to the east that is not included in this resurvey.
Engineering on the variance request?
I think these requests are appropriate for this re-subdivision.
Thank you. Petitioner?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Marty Montgomery, Hinkle Land Surveying, representing the owners in this division. This is a resurvey of subdivision that was done in 2021, and they're just wanting to reconfigure the lot from where they want to build a house, so it would give them more room to build. And if you see on that, it shows the lot line, the old original lot line, that would be up behind their house where they're wanting to build, so they're wanting to push it back over to the east.
Any questions for petitioner? Can you put the original lot back up?
Yes.
Any questions for petitioner? A lot going on here.
Yeah.
Oof. Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? If so, please come forward and state your name and address for the record, please.
I'm Joseph James from 8645 Creekwood Lane. And I was just trying to see what was the purpose of this rezoning. And I never got a letter or anything for it. My neighbor told me about it. And he had to go to work.
Are you one of these houses that down here at the bottom?
I'm in that circle. If you look at the circle and go to the right.
Yep.
It's just resurvey? Okay. What, anything particular they want to put there, or they want to come back later and put it back? Just one house?
Wait, hang on, gotta come to the come to the podium and
Yeah, I can risk it.
state your name and address for the record.
Zach Holman. I'm a associate broker with Pritchett Moore Real Estate, and I represent the sellers. And all we're doing is, if you see that there's a triangle there on the land line. They're straightening the line up for a single-family home. It's not rezoning. It's 3 acres there that you see the little triangle there, right to the right of the northeast. And we're changing the line to have that in it to make it because somebody wants to build a house right below it, a single-family home in those woods.
Okay.
So it's not being rezoned or anything changed. It's gonna be a single-family home.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Are you clear on what he's telling
Yeah,
you
I
there?
just want to make sure that wasn't putting some low-income houses or trailer park.
Oh, no, it's
something
going,
like this.
no, sir, single-family home, and he wanted the 15 acres instead of 12, and all we're doing is changing the line and making it a straight line there where he can build his house at the bottom of that.
Okay,
All right? Is that good?
that's not a problem.
Thank you very much. Took care of everything in one swoop there. Perfect. Anyone else care to speak for or against this petition? Okay. Having heard none, commission, before us, we have S 1324, the Bowman Young subdivision. We got 3 variance requests. Engineering has no issues with. Do I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Mr. Rumsey?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
All right, Commission, next case, we have S 1524. This is the Thompson Farm subdivision consisting of 2 lots on approximately 51.2 acres located at 17321 Highway 43 North. And this is not in city limits. So we are far up north off of 43. We're past the Sailing Club. And we are located in between 43 North and Fennel Road, looking at this big lot in front of you, going from 1 lot, going to 2 lots from 1. First lot will be 16.5 acres. Second is showing 34.7. Variance requests for this are capped sewer, drainage study, and final plat scale.
Engineering,
We have no objections.
thank you. Petitioner?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Gary Cobb with Black Warrior Surveying, here tonight representing Mr. Charles Thompson, which is in attendance if you have any questions for him. Mr. Thompson is going to be retaining Lot 1 with his residence, and Lot 2 is going to be sold to Tuscaloosa County School Board for the expansion of their existing outdoor agribusiness lab.
Scott, what's the access? Are they gonna access off Fennel Road? How are they gonna access this property?
Lot 2 already has a driveway constructed by Tuscaloosa County on, I'm sorry, Lot 1 of the John Jarvis does. Lot 2 will be accessed on Fennell Road.
Fennel.
Any other questions for petitioner? Thank you. Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? Okay. Having heard none, Commission, before us, we have S 1524 Thompson Farm subdivision with 3 variance requests. Engineering has no issues with those. We have a motion and a second.
Motion.
Second.
Ms. Hornsby?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
All right, next case, we have S 1624. This is the resurvey of LL subdivision. It's consisting of 3 lots on approximately 23.7 acres located at 5310, 5350, and 5420 Hargrove Road East. This is not in city limits. Here's a vicinity map. Again, it's off of Hargrove before you're getting to Woodland Forest Elementary. Here's an aerial overview. There's an existing storage facility on the site, just north of some residential. Here's the plat with contours and without. And so where you're seeing most of the change is right here. They're getting more yard and then similar here as well. and they are requesting variances from cap sewer, a drainage study, sidewalks, and lot configuration.
Engineering.
So we're in agreement with those waiver requests. I would like to point out that Harborough Road is a minor arterial. So I don't know if it's a stipulation on the plat or from the commission here, but I don't want any additional access to Harborough. They can use the existing accesses that are shown on that map.
And which access, are you talking about just the house?
Yeah, I mean,
One drive?
if they redevelop and tear a house down and do something else, then they still get that only one access that's shown on this map.
Is there enough distance right there with them necking it down to get an access through there, Mike? If they, what's that distance that we're necking that access down to?
Where is the access? I can't.
It's that house on the right.
So we're having a little technical difficulty over here with inability to mark on our map, but there is a road or driveway to a residence shown on all three of the proposed lots. What I'm trying to say is that those three accesses are allowed, but no additional access to the road based on its street classification. There you go, that's right.
So they're there now.
They are there now, yes, that's existing condition.
There's no more.
No
Yes,
more.
but if
Yeah,
the redevelopment-
they can improve the ones that are there,
Gotcha.
but don't add any more,
You want us to make that part of the record?
please.
Fair enough. Any other questions for staff before we bring the petitioner up?
Are you saying that, like, if they wanted to build a house back over here in this back box, that they wouldn't be able to, or they would?
So only one residence is allowed per lot, I think, per code. But if they did, let's say they were able to, then that one lot with two houses on it, they have to share a common access to Hargrove.
Okay.
It's the same owner
So
right now.
that, they would
right?
use that same driveway that's right now on proposed lot 1R
They had
and
to-
get it all the way back to the back of,
Yeah.
well, if they want to sell it, though, they're going to have to come back before us, right? I mean,
No.
So all of that is one lot.
That's still one lot, right? It's still one lot, right?
Right.
So
And
they can't
whatever,
build two
whatever they
houses?
build on lot 1R
Subdivide.
only gets one access to Hargrove
They have to
Road.
tear something down.
I mean, they can tear this front house down and build it in the back, right, and extend it in, could they? Or could they do
Keep
that?
that one access.
And just keep the one access.
Keep
That's
the one
correct.
access, okay.
And if they wanted to alter the location of the access, I would be okay with that. It's the number that I want to limit.
Just don't.
Limit to 3, yes, sir.
Two on that one site, on that one lot.
Yeah.
I got you.
And does that need to be on the plat? Don't you think that, I mean, to put everybody on notice who?
That's what I think that's what he said.
He wants.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm
He
asking,
wants us
please.
to make it on the plat, requirement on the plat. Okay. Any other questions for staff? Last call. Thank you. Petitioner.
I'm Alan McGifford Associates, 2814 Stillman Boulevard. We're here representing the landowners. The primary reason for this was to increase the width of Lot 3R and size of 3R. The owner who owns Lot 2R and 1R wanted it reconfigured this way. I understand 100% what you're saying about his access to the rear of Lot 1R. That would be his decision at some other point in time in his condition, but my client is really 3R, and he is doing this to increase his frontage. His road, his access road was bumping Lot 2R's original property line, and those two houses were on one lot at one time prior to this.
What is 3R, Alan?
3R is a mini storage,
Mini.
cold storage.
And 2R is a home?
2 Rs and resident is an individual residence.
Resident.
Yeah, so is 1 R.
So he's choking himself down.
And you notice the 60-foot strip that runs up the back of Lot 2R and comes down to the city limits? He did that so that if someday he wanted access into the city, that southern property line is city limits, so that would give him access to the city for annexation purposes.
Lot going on here too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going on here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any further questions for the petitioner? Having heard none, thank you. Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? Please come forward and state your name and address for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Jan Jamison, and I live at 4222 Spring Hill Drive. So it's west of Lot 1R. If you look up there, it's Lot 11. We were all given, the people that live west of that Lot 1R were all sent a letter, and we didn't know what they were doing with the property. So that's why we're here. We were just concerned. And I see now that it's mainly dealing with the eastern boundary of Lot 1R, so obviously it's not going to affect us right now. But I think that we are concerned, since the petitioner is here, I think we would just like to know what the plans are for that Lot 1R. Is that something that we can ask here?
He can respond to that, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
The owner of Lot 1R and 2R is not here, and he has no plans to do anything at this time that we know about.
Right. But if you're discussing access to that, it makes me think that in the future.
The accesses aren't changing right now under this configuration.
And my client, whatever he does on his, will be subject to the city's LDP process. We may have to do something with detention on that site when he develops his, but there's a process for it. And there'll be a process for somebody to develop 1R.
That's all I have. And thank you for hearing me.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else care to speak for or against or have a question? All right, having heard no further requests for comments or questions, bring back up the variance request, please. And I hope that was clear for those who might have concern. We have before us Commission S1624, the resurvey L&L subdivision with 4 variance requests. Engineering has no issues with any of those requests. So do I have a motion and a second?
Motion to approve.
Mr. Rumsey?
I'm sorry, yes.
Yes. Yes.
This is with the addition of the,
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I need to add the comment to the.
One access per lot.
Right.
Is, I think would cover
Per
that.
engineering's request, the current ingress, egress on the property will remain the same with no additional cuts into, what road is that again?
Hargrove Road.
Hargrove Road.
Yes.
That comfortable for staff? And it will also be on any plat work as well.
Correct, yes.
Okay. I apologize. So that being said, we have a motion and a second with those variance requests and that language change.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Rumsey?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
yes?
Yes.
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 Yes, motion approved. Thank you, Ms. Hornby.
Alrighty, next case, we have S1724. This is the Tan subdivision. It's consisting of 2 lots on approximately 17.3 acres, located at and around 8600 Highway 69 South. This subdivision is in conjunction with the annexation and rezoning that you all voted to continue to next month. So I'll try to explain that a little bit as we're looking at the subdivision. This is currently not in city limits. So we are down 69 South at the intersection of Patriot Parkway. in 69 South, right across from CVS. Tractor Supply is across 69 South. And here is that site we are looking at. Here is a plat with contours and without. This is a 2-lot subdivision. Looking at the northern portion, they will be accessing, backing up a little bit, Lot 1 is to be developed. So in order to access Lot 1 from 69 South, they will be coming through right here. This lot is tied to Lot 1. So Lot 2 is the remainder. I should have done those as different colors, but I think we're all following. So looking at Lot 1, the site to be developed, it's creating that little flag up here, which is their access to the site to be developed. In that, they are requesting a variance from lot configuration as well as sidewalks. The sidewalk variance is for along Patriot Parkway because they were able to obtain a letter from LDOT stating that they are not required along 69 South.
So they're going to access off of 69.
Yep, and they also have an access point off of Patriot Parkway. This is for a neighborhood grocery store. A neighborhood grocery store.
What kind of access will they have off of 69?
I had a site plan.
I think there's,
Will you
isn't there
unmute?
there's a adjacent intersection there across the road, so they're having to get back to the intersection, I think.
That's right. Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where LDOT permitted their access from. It lines up with a residential street.
What is the easement for?
Access.
I'm talking about
The hashed one,
yeah.
that's a drainage easement.
Show the overhead picture one more
I'd say.
time.
You got
Mr.
two-
Pons is pulling up the site
You've
plan
got
to
two
show
things
you.
there, Stephen. You've got a sewer easement that runs through it, and then you've got that proposed drainage easement.
Through lot 2, yes.
What's the writing say inside that hash mark? Does it say?
Manhole.
That's a sewer easement, sanitary sewer.
So that drainage easement is just that little bitty, funny look shaped thing that's touching the sewer easement?
Yep.
That's a- Yeah, but
What's it for, like a culvert or something? What's
that, that's proposed. They're gonna have to do something when they put this access to extend that pipe
Like an access road of some sort.
under
There you
that
go.
road.
Now you can see it.
There you go.
Here
I think they're
is the
trying to line up
proposed
that
site.
intersection right there.
So there's going to be, okay, right in,
Oh, okay.
right out only, and turn into.
Yes.
No exiting across, heading north on 69.
That's right.
Thank God.
So, I guess, and Mike, maybe an question for the next time they come up with it, right? I looked at
Yeah.
this, all this work that they're having to do in the intersection, I guess that's out that direction. I'm assuming it got approved by ALDOT yet.
Yes, that's, ALDOT is regulating this distance for that left turn movement to get, if you're headed north on 69, the left turn movement.
I'm assuming there's currently a cut in the intersection there, that the road to the right can come out and turn left. Is that correct?
They can today, but they,
And they're gonna stop this, aren't they? By doing this work.
Right.
Yeah, they are.
Looks like it.
They are. And it's by that
I'm in that.
Okay. Maybe they will get working through that. I guess that's for next month, right?
yes, sir.
Sorry.
Any other questions on the subdivision?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Petitioner.
One more question. Mike, is that sanitary sewer easement
Yes.
operable now?
Yeah, it's been there. It's part of the 69
This-
South expansion that was done in the early 80s.
Okay.
Mike Hicks with Herndon Hicks Associates. This, we presented a plat for Walmart back in 2017, which was approved and had the little flag there for the entrance. Walmart decided not to go through with it, and subsequently, the adjoiners to the north subdivided their property. So it was recorded. Now we're having to do a resurvey on Lot 2 there to the north.
Wasn't there an issue with getting on the road to the south?
Yeah, the city's gonna sell them access onto that road. You know, the city bought that from Stan,
I remember.
and, so they're gonna recoup some of it as they go, the way I understand.
I was thinking that Mr. Pate still owns 6, 8 feet.
No, he sold to the property line there. Yeah, he sold the whole road. But it's not, it's owned by the city, but it's not a public road. So I don't know how that works.
Say, how does that work, staff?
Yeah, there, from my understanding, and, oh, Mike, you can go ahead.
So it's our property, and this is, you know, this happened years ago, but that's our mechanism for recouping this investment, is the developments that want to access that road pay a cost to access, and that's how we're trying to recoup our investment. That's, you know, legal department worked all that out years ago.
Any comments, legal?
Is there a Walmart there?
I want to give you the option.
Is there a Walmart there?
No.
There's gonna be a Walmart grocery.
There's going to be.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that? Go back to that one. And so they were gonna do it, and then they didn't.
Right, they backed out or held off for several years. They've acquired a little bit more property, and actually part of this property is annexed.
And the city had to buy how much? 6 feet? 8 feet?
City bought the
So
road from
that street was
69
a
all the
private,
way-
that street was a private road from 69 to Old Greensboro. And,
Patriot Parkway?
I'm sorry?
Patriot Parkway
Yes, sir.
was private?
Yeah.
It's across from Patriot Parkway. Is that continuous of Patriot
I-
Parkway?
Well, what's this called? Patriot Drive? What's the name of that road?
I've seen it listed two ways. I don't know. I was calling it Patriot Drive, Patriot Parkway.
CBS.
So from 69 south, west to Old Greensboro Avenue was a private road built by a developer on his property. And through negotiations, the city purchased that. And now this is a means for us to recoup the cost of that investment.
So this is the subdivision part of the two other zoning and annexation that will continue.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see the zoning and annexation of it.
We'll
Yes,
be
sir.
next month getting that.
Right.
Any other questions for petitioner? Thank you. Anyone care to speak for or against this petition request? Having heard none. All right, Commission, before us we have S 1724, the Tan subdivision with 2 variance requests. Engineering has no issues with. Do I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Ms. Hornsby?
Yes? Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't speak. He's still sick.
All right, Commission. Next up, we have S 1824. This is the Smith resurvey of a part of Golden Acres, a resurvey of lots 19 and 20 Golden Acres. This is a reconfiguration of 2 existing lots on approximately 3.74 acres at and around 6320 Golden Acres Drive. This is not in city limits. Here's a vicinity map. We are south past Woodland Forest Elementary off of Hargrove. Been popular in this area tonight. Here is an aerial overview of the 2 lots. It is 2 lots today, remaining 2 lots, just shifting that lot line. The hashed line that you see here is the existing, that is to be removed, and this one is proposed. from that, they're requesting a variance from cap sewer. Any questions for staff?
Engineering?
No objections.
Petitioner?
Mr. Commission, members of the commission, I'm all messed up now. Anyway, Marty Montgomery.
There you go.
With Montgomery Hinkle Ranch Survey. Representing the owners in this two-lot subdivision. This is, two lots had been owned by the same person for years, and they're just wanting to reconfigure it. Those houses were built a long time ago. There's a couple of mobile homes that was on the property. It was going through the, as you can see, the edge of the house, and so they just moved it over. They want to sell off Lot 20R.
Makes sense. Any questions for petitioner? Thank you. Anyone care to speak for or against? We had someone sign up.
Mr. Chairman, Hirokio Smith. Like she vacated.
Okay, no one care to speak for or against. Commission before us, we have final case S 1824, the Smith resurvey, one variance request cap sewer. Engineering has no issues with. We have a motion and a second.
Second.
Mr. Rumsey.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, before we go, just a reminder, our next special called framework meeting will be here next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We'll be going over the downtown university area on the zoning map and continuing on with the rest of our schedule through July. And as always, please go to framework.tuscaloosa.com to give us any feedback along the way. And we're happy to sit down and talk with you, talk on the phone, help you look at this. Any way you need, we are there for you. So with that, that's all we've got.
27th, right, on that next meeting?
Yes.
Next Wednesday.
Yep. All right. Nothing further. Meeting is adjourned.